Next, one of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Honolulu and Aloha Stadium, the home field of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on last season's national champions, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Red Wolves will kick this away to get us going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football. An early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Looking to throw. It's Vasquez. The ball is picked off. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And he's down after the catch at the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quick pass to the flat to a receiver. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Kirk, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Rainbows offense back on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
To the air. It's Vasquez. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the mark.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
On 3rd and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, But look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Here's the second down play. Looking to pass this time. Throws it to the right. With the catch, it's Welch. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
It's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
The Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. To throw, it's Vasquez. Pass not complete. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So here they come on 4th and long, trying to overcome that crucial sack on 3rd down. This won't be easy. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Boy, an easy throw, an easy read, and an easy catch for the touchdown. I thought the receiver might have to call a fair catch. He was so open.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. Second down after the incompletion. They're going to run it. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Gets some space around the 30. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Red Wolves. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. And we'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Play action here on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Vasquez. Pressure is coming. He's going to take off here. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Now, a fourth down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Tailback with another carry. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Looks like he's going to run it. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Takes the toss and heads left. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
They finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And it's Arkansas State on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
Hawaii, 7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made quickly, but the game moves the ball to the 6, 1st and goal.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
And they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Catch made by the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Hawaii offense back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Can they put together something here? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll try the ground game here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. He makes the grab. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Welch. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Hawaii.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this 1st down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but they'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's running out of time here. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Good job dealing with the footing, and PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Scanning the field. It's Vasquez. Caught by the receiver. He'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Fires quickly to the left. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it go quickly. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. To be brought down to the 46. Good enough for a first down. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no earlier. They've got to hurry. Looking to throw again. Tries to get it to the running back. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
And it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Quick throw to his receiver. It's a bullet, but incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the Rainbow Warriors are going to cash in this red zone trip. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew the one thing he can't do here is take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. Now, he didn't pick up the 1st down, but he gave him a shot. And I think he'll get some love from his guys for that effort.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his back. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got it, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the 1st down. But, hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the 1st down. Job by this offense here near the end of the half, leaning on the run game to cut into this lead and make this a one-possession game. Talk about seizing some momentum.
PHC is good. They still trail, though. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner choosing to field this one. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And he's intercepted. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath it. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Well, that's how you close a half of it. What a game we have already here. Looks like we're going to be all tied up heading into half after the throw for 6.
BAT to tie things as we head into the break. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They stop him at the 42, but that's a good job by the return team. Looks like one more play here before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble to his left. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Rainbow Warriors will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. Breaks free. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Give it to the back again. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And the Red Wolves looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Running play called on 3rd and short. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's got it. Enough for a first down. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Catch made down inside the 25.
Well, a big play here by the quarterback and the receiver. By having an opportunity to make that big play, now they have a chance to put the ball in the end zone.
So one enormous play, and this offense is threatening almost into the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back. It's Vasquez. On the move now. Trying to create here on the move. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. The offense moves into the red zone now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on fourth down.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
He knocks it through with confidence. And they've reclaimed the lead with that.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle made at the 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The pass on 2nd down, complete via the screen. A pickup of 8. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down for the offense. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. Short connection to the tight end here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
This defense reminds me of a group that just is all about preparation. They are completely dialed in on this play. Yeah, they give up the completion, but how about that? Nowhere to go after the catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the run here. Lets it go. It's a quick grab. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up. It's a blitz look here from the defense. He'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Red Wolves bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a handoff. Breaks an open space. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Vasquez. The pocket breaking down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Past the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Well, I understand the play call here as an offensive coordinator, trailing by a couple of scores. You need a quick strike. The quarterback that time forces it in there, and give credit to the secondary for coming up with that interception.
And now from the pistol formation. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. The receiver makes the catch. Both out of bounds, but it's another big game. His offense producing chunk plays through the air.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game. Up 17 here in the 4th. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone.
The return is brought down at the 19, and the Arkansas State offense is on 1st and 10.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Running out of time in the pocket, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
A new set of downs after that completion.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we got another 4th down for this quarterback.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. 4th down, look at the throw for it. The pass rush closing in. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Caught quickly. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Automatic on the PAT.
That makes the score Hawaii 38, Arkansas State 28.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Welch. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Hawaii offense comes back out on the field now. Pounding away with the run game. Gets the first and still running. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
First down here for this offense.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
Handoff running right. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Well, finally some room to run for this back. The defense had done a good job of containing him until that play.
Well, they've done a really good job up to this point, Chris, of containing him. He finally does get out, but I think it's an example.
Ball's loose. They scramble for it. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Second down now after the sack. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Send the back in motion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. And the Rainbow Warriors with first and 10 here. Ball handed to the running back. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. With that, they should be able to hold on, Kirk, and they prevail in this early season showdown. Never sure at this point how much the rankings mean, but this lower-ranked team came in here and showed they're the better side.
Anytime you can pull off an upset like this.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And here's the handoff. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Linebacker shifting around now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
2nd down coming up.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And the Red Wolves hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. The defense has got it. Oh, he loses the football. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here.